Let's get straight to our very first conversation. I have two people joining me, but first off, I want to talk with the Secretary General of the TUC, that's the Trade Union Congress, Mr. Nuhu Toro. He joins us via Zoom. Mr. Toro, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.
So we know that the federal government has shifted grounds a couple of times, 48, 54, 60. Labor has come down. Maybe you tell us where labor is at this moment. But when you hear the federal government coming to at least 60,000 as against the initial proposal that Labor made, what did you make of that? Did you feel that they are serious? They are just looking at their pocket on what they can pay at a sustainable level?
Well, we are still of the opinion that the government is taking us for it. Asked for over 500,000 before, and now we are slightly subtraction above 400. And they are, it suggests that they are taking us for a ride. Everybody knows one has hit the roof, and inflation the value of the minimum wage. So if the government needs to show some sincerity and good, need to come up with something reasonable, and hopefully we'll strike at a balance. Have fixation is usually a product of give and to achieve at the end of the day.
Mr. Toro, I know it's collective bargaining, so everybody's trying to make adjustments and make compromises. What is reasonable in Labor's view? Apparently 60,000 is unreasonable. I'm sure that federal government is also feeling that where you put your amount over 400,000 is also unreasonable. So since government is not here to tell us their part, what is reasonable for Labor?
For Nigerian workers, first is that they will not earn less than, to have a fixation that is X or Y amount, that because we don't have a fixation, 6 digits could mean any amount. So we a 6-digit wage, and if that is anything to starting point of a 6-digit that is X or Y achieve for our workers.
Okay, so oh dear. Mr. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, if you can just say, maybe wrap up what you said in about 1 minute, because of network connection, we couldn't hear you clearly.
What I'm saying in essence is what ideally Nigerian workers require at the moment, that we are not caught to take anything less than a 6-digit. And we believe fervently, if there is a will, there will always be a way. The government should, as a matter of urgent importance, cut down on their wasteful spending, cut down on some of this frivolous spending, so that the workers that toil to create the to feed their family will be able to send their children to school and have a roof over their head. That's all. And the Nigerian Labour Congress is asking for. That's all.
All right, Mr. Toro, we're due for a break, but if I can quickly chip this in, it appears the network is improving in bits. For you, the federal government has come up with a statement through the Attorney General of the Federation. We read that statement, it came, I think, yesterday or so, where he's saying that there's a pendency of an interim injunction order barring Labor from embarking on this kind of strike. He also talked about 15 days notice and all of the goodwill and the many things he listed and cited in terms of legislation and extant laws. Subliminally or implicitly trying to perhaps suggest in people's view that this, if Labor continues with this action, it may result to federal government invoking the no work, no pay. Are you worried about that?
Sometimes they are not learned. It is very unfair for people to speak from both sides of their mouth when it pleases them. What the organized, it doesn't run foul of the law. Don't forget, the Labor Act empowers the organized labor to embark on an industrial action to fight for their rights and privileges. And that is what we are doing. And it's even laughable that somebody will assume that we didn't issue a 15 days ultimatum. I mean, it's really a pedestrian argument. When the government is supposed to tackle the substantial matter, which is minimum wage negotiations, they are trying to obtain some how do I even put it? They are trying to obtain some black market restriction to stop the workers from fighting for their rights. We cannot be cowed. We are determined. We are resolute. If they want to jail all of us, they should jail us. That will not stop us from ensuring that the right thing is done. If they jail the crop of leadership today, I can assure you that that is why we have layers of leadership in the union. Other layers will rise and will continue the fight until the right thing is done.
Mr. Nuhu Toro is the Secretary General of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria. We hope that the federal government and organized labor will somehow find a common ground, because that's what everybody is praying for. Grounding activities is detrimental to the economy, but it's within your right to protest or even go on strike. We must thank you for coming on the program, Mr. Nuhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
We also hope.
Okay. Okay, we'll take this quick break. When we come back, I'll be speaking with those in the aviation sector, because as we speak, airports, flights are not flying, things are grounded, people can't go to their destination, and that is as a result of this strike action. Join us again after the break.